We're live.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Kira V. Miguel's and
And Alicia Littlejohn's live stream post Summit Party, y'all.
yes, if you guys are just getting here and you attended the Crochet Business Summit this week, where you've seen over 20 plus professional crocheters teach you exactly how to turn your passion into a career, let me know in the comments if you were there this week. And if you happen to miss the Crochet Business Summit, don't worry. You can click down in the description box. You can watch the whole replay. So check that down below. So guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you got your wine because I'm being jibber jabberish right now because Karen's doing some technical stuff.
I've been like, hold on, I'm just trying to change the arrangement of my monitor because we're getting real.
Hey, Melanie.
I was a little bit pressed for time because I was having a fabulous gourmet dinner.
Oh yes, your husband's not listening, is he?
I know he's not. My husband made an interesting dinner, but it was all good. It was all good. I'm somewhat nourished.
Somewhat. I hurried and made the kids. I didn't really make a dinner. I made chicken salad, which is chicken strips cut up with some French fries and, a couple vegetables.
But the real thing is, like, when you make chicken strips, you make it from scratch. Like, are you all like gourmet like that, or are they like frozen?
They're frozen. Okay, remember, I'm not the cook. My husband, he now works evenings, so therefore he used to cook every single day for us. So I was a very lucky wife. Now that he leaves, I'm like that don't know what to do husband. He's like, baby, there's some chicken strips in the freezer. Just cut them up, put them in. I cut up some vegetables for you that's in the fridge. Yeah, he's pre-made everything for me, so I just had to. I'm a brat.
You would be proud. Hold on, I'm trying to get in the middle of my frame. I actually bought like organic kind of chicken and then I bought chicken strips that were kind of organic and then I air fried them. So that was probably the most nutritious thing I had like all month. But that's pretty much the extent of my culinary skills. So, oh, look. So, if you guys are just tuning in now, let me know where you're chiming in from and where, like what city you're coming from or whatever. And if you were at the summit, like Alicia was saying, make a note at the bottom if you attended the summit. And if you got cut off because I couldn't answer your question on my Q&A, then feel free to like drop in the comments if you ended up having a question or you have a question for Alicia from her Q&A, or you have a general question in general about crochet business or anything, because it doesn't always have to be business, right? We were just talking about dinner right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my Robin, she's here.
Yeah.
I can't stop it. It's 11 p.m. Currently brushing my teeth, but want to drop in and congratulate. Oh, thank you, Robin. Doing such a good job with your presentations at the summit this week. Thank you, Robin. Thanks for tuning in.
Robin,
go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Do we have a delay? We should do the delay test.
Okay.
Remember to do. Okay, I'm going to clap. Kinda. Raise your hand when you hear it.
Okay.
I think it's only
again.
Ready? It's like a 2.5 second delay. So
I'm on my Ethernet, so I'm trying.
Me too. It looks good. I mean, there's no dragging or anything. But what I was saying, Robin, this is part of the newly made UNC.
Are you?
That's it, right? United Nations of Crocheters.
Yes, we're inventing a new club. Yes.
I'm representing America.
I'm representing Canada and the Philippines.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. And we got Robin over in the UK. Mm-hmm. All right. So what is this? What is the live stream? What are we going to be talking about right now?
Let's see. I said if anyone had a question about like something that we'd mention in the summit, then cool. But otherwise, if you just want to have a shout out, that's totally like classic crafty white. Thank you. We like being called beautiful. That's pretty all right.
Thank you so much.
But you know what I was gonna ask? What was funny is before my live, like generally I've gotten to a point where I'm like, I'm not too nervous when I start like a live, especially with you, because it's so fun.
You're my crutch.
But then when I was about to start my summit presentation, I just got like, I guess maybe it's because it's slightly different than what we usually do. So
Yeah.
I got a little bit like nervous. And then, like, well, the whole hour before, and I messaged you about this. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I start at 3. I actually start at
Yeah,
4.
you posted stuff in the group that said, I started 3, don't miss me there. And the person is probably like,
I know,
I
right?
start.
Like, just thanks a lot, because just like my what was it called, my relaxation meditation thing, where
Mm-hmm.
I actually missed one because my internet was like not happening, but I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I ghosted. Like, I don't know, it was like this, maybe it's just, I keep saying, I keep blaming it on like the Mercury retrograde. I don't even know how that has any effect on anything, but I'm just like,
I
that
allow it.
must, yeah, I'll allow it. It's because like Mercury's in retrograde, and that, but then I started thinking, you know what? And I always do this because when something goes bad, you're tempted to kind of have a pity party.
Yeah,
Do you ever
all the
do that?
time.
Okay.
I do that. I call you to do that. I'm like,
Barely, yeah, but you do it gracefully. Like, you do it in a joking, like, you do it lightly. It's like it's really like your
I
sage self
give
trying to
positive
calm you.
energy to my negativity.
Yes. But then I thought, wouldn't it be interesting if you shared with us a moment in your like business or life where you thought it was a poop show happening, but then it ended up like you like being okay, like where you turned like lemon to lemonade. And
I,
if you have to think about one, let me know, because I have one, but you start if you've got one.
yeah. I mean, if you were at the summit, you probably heard it in my speech. My poop to pretty, poop to magic, poop to, I don't know, unicorns was my live stream. My very first live stream was just, I thought it was horrible. Just the nerve to get up there is like vomit inducing. I'm like, oh, and I couldn't even watch it. I'm like, that was probably the most horrible thing. That was, but then I start going through the comments. I mean, the crochet community is pretty nice, and
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh, you're so fun, you're so nice." So luckily, those comments encouraged me to keep going. So what I thought was shit, excuse me, what I
Okay.
thought was garbage is wonderful.
With
So
the wine, we're probably going to get demonetized anyway.
yeah, it doesn't matter. I didn't even
So
monetize this live stream, so it's just for fun.
I know, it's just that, like, honestly, I really, really needed to relax after this week, just and do something that was fun, fun, fun. I even saved my wine just for the occasion, so I only opened it for this. So cheers, everyone! Cheers for supporting Alicia and I, and for
Cheers.
coming tonight just to chill out with us and like shoot the poop tonight.
Wait, what you say Pittsburgh? What's up, Jessica? I'm Pittsburgh area. I didn't get to see today's summit videos. You missed Karen, so make sure you watch hers. On my plan for tonight's viewing, he from PA? Probably I'm from PA. Hey neighbor.
Nice. Yeah, I think I've spoken to Jessica before. I can't remember, but let's see. Oh yes, a lot of people came over. So glad I catch you two on the live. Glad you made it, Hook and Moose.
Oh yeah.
Woot!
And of course, if you guys have any questions for us, our live streams usually like to do like put a little question mark in front of it so we know to bring your question to the front. You'll probably notice how we're putting everybody's comment up on the
Yeah.
screen. If you want to feel special and just want to say hi, we'll try to bring people's up if we can.
Yes, we like we want people to feel special because honestly, this week I felt special. I felt like it was nice. I'm still kind of on a high from like having come from the chat, and
Hmm.
I'm fed now, so I'm kind of calm,
Yeah.
and I'm recovered from thinking it was going to be an hour earlier. I mean, the worst thing that could have happened was I would have been sitting there pooping, thinking like, "Oh my god, I missed it," but
I'd rather
then I
be too early than too late.
right, or miss things. Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst. I hate missing things or being like late. That bugs me.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Jackson Triggs Signature Reserve. It's a
Ooh.
VQA Niagara wine. So hopefully you get to try it one day. How about you?
I'm drinking some cheap box wine as usual. Franzia Sunset Blush.
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
I always have to be like weird and bring out my whole box of wine that I keep on tap. This is dripping. This is what I couldn't bring out on a summit. I'm like, I can't be that
I
girl.
know. Like, look at her, that presenter drinking on the job. Bring
Uh,
it.
Arsha says, hi, Alicia. Hi, Karen. And greetings from upstate New York. I caught a few classes this week. So happy I have the opportunity to catch up with what I missed.
Hooked by Robin, y'all.
Wait,
Where's the bubbles?
do I got the wrong plug-in?
You know what? I don't think your electricity is in because the lights aren't on.
I know. I might have the wrong plug-in plug. When people donate, the bubbles go off.
Oh, I wish I had something.
That's
Okay.
okay.
But anyway, I'm gonna clap.
Woo! Here it is. Woo!
There. Oh, there it is.
Bubbles. And if this is your very first time during this live stream, what I like to do when people donate, I like to spin the wheel of patterns. So Robin, even though she has her own amazing patterns, she's so sweet. So we're gonna give her. Oh, I didn't share my screen.
No,
I have my
share
whole.
it. Share it, like bring it up and we'll bring we can share it. And in the meantime, okay. I'm gonna share my oh poop story. I have another one because the thing is with me, whenever I do anything new, something terrible has to happen, and then I have to talk myself out of having a pity party. Okay. Let me tell you this one. This, I think, was one of the first big craft shows I ever did, and I had to build walls and everything. So it's a 2-day setup. You have to build your booth. So I was building my booth. I was building the walls. I had everything set up. And then I finally, on the last day, I bring the merchandise. I merchandise it. I put the lights up. I get my POS system set up. And because I have to park it there for like almost 2 straight weeks, right? Yeah. And then the first day, I brought this little Canadiana looking moose. It was in a snow globe. And the thing crashed onto my product. Oh, I know. And I was just like, of course this has to happen, right? Oh, I know. And then, but luckily only the top hats, kind of like the first level hats, got mucked up. So I brought those home. Well, and then I tidied it up, and I remember thinking like that, like my heart was racing. I was like so upset. I was trying to call maintenance. The customers were already coming in, and I was cleaning it up. And then finally, when I got it like all cleaned up, I'm like, it's okay. I have enough hats to keep going. Mm-hmm. And like tons more hats. I just have to bring some of the dry ones out from like my stock. And I thought, and this is my mantra that I always say now. I go, this is the worst thing that's going to happen. I'll take it. Yeah. Yeah. And then I ended up like making a lot of sales.
You're like a guru genius lady.
Oh, well, but still, like I'm thinking God's testing me to see if I can bounce back from this, because he's going to say, if you can handle this, you can handle bigger things. And I'm like,
you always know life is going to get in the way. So you're just going to have to, you figure it out. And you did.
Oh,
do you mind if I give her a
spin for Mel?
This was for Robin.
Oh, okay. Spin for Robin. Then we'll spin for Mel.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Thank you.
You win the Reggie slippers. So let me show you what those are. Yay!
Yay!
In order to get these slippers, you have to email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com. But I forgot to put that in the links, but I will do that next. And
yes.
You said somebody
a question. Else. We did have a question. Here we go. Helen, she logged on. Oh wait, would you mind? We'll answer a question, and then could we spin for Mel too? She may have sent it through my channel, so I'm not rigged to the bubbles. There's no way. You know what? Next time I'm gonna bring my own, and then, like.
You got her. As soon as you answer this, you're getting the bubbles. Don't worry. I got it.
And then I should blow bubbles. So then I have my own celebratory bubbles, right? Yes. I almost want to run up to the kitchen and get like bubbles, because I feel like Mel deserves bubbles. I think she's got to win the record probably for attending the most summit things, because she was like so ready. But okay, here's a question. Helen Dixon, I'm feeling a bit stuck at this point in my business. So I'm trying to clarify. As both of you are familiar with both programs, can you help me understand? What programs?
Yes, that's what I was asking.
Like, is that like programs, like in terms of like academy programs, or is it because I've got a one-track mind? I'm always thinking about my academy people. Yeah. Or do you mean like programs as in
classes, courses?
Yeah, you know what? Clarified programs, and we'd be happy to answer.
Now this is for you, Mel.
Girl.
This is for you. I want bubbles too. I never had bubbles before. Cheers. Look at all this. This is all for you. And because you donated, let me spin the wheel of patterns.
I should like bring it.
Here we go. Oh, one of them came off. I got to put the Reggie slippers back up. You win the 3D stitch hat. Let me show you what that looks like. Right here.
What?
So
Oh.
make sure you email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com. I'll put it in a chat. I can't. Oh, I'll just go to YouTube and put it on
Here, I'm
chat.
gonna put this on for like I know.
Bubbles.
We're gonna get copyright for this.
Okay, let me pull this down. We're weird. Okay.
But we have rhythm.
We do.
We do.
Alana, I'm setting in with Bear and just finished the tricky yarn barf situation. Yarn barf.
Oh.
I want to do a video on yarn barf on how to untangle it. I have like my own technique of how to get yarn barf out because I like, you ever sit there and study the knot like a crazy woman?
Oh, yes.
I'm like, there's always a choke point. It's not really a knot. It's a choke point in the loops. You just have to get that choke point and get the yarn barf.
And then hold the choke point while you like release the rest. That's why I sometimes will like, I'll hold the choke point with my teeth and then I'll like loosen the rest of it.
And then you get that loop that has no end. It's like loop down here. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, where's the other one? Like I'll sit there for 2 hours and try and figure it out just so I feel like the yarn hasn't won, you know? But then what do you ever kind of give up and then cut it and then rejoin? That's like ultimate failure for me. Like when I have to like, I'm not going to find it. I'm going to cut and rejoin.
When I'm not on the microphone, so I can just drag this over. Oh, it's still connected to something. Look, it's all the way across the room connected. This, when there's yarn barf, and this is that roving yarn. And when you get yarn, and I'm like, no, I'm trying to save it, and I'm seeing it stretch and get thinner, and then just suddenly.
Is that an Addy project? I always get yarn barf with the Addy because you know you're concentrating so much on it. When you get a poop come out of the thing, then you're like, oh man, and then you got to stop, and half of it's connected to your Addy, the other's still on the ball.
Yeah, this was an Addy project. Like when I do yarn review videos, everybody wants to see how the yarn is worked up. And as a crochet YouTuber, you got to put out material quick. So I'm like, I can't crochet a swatch for everybody. So I just run it through my Addy. So you're able to see like, oh, that's what the yarn looks like worked up. People get mad when they see yarn and you're like, I wonder what it looks like.
Where did you, that's gorgeous gradient yarn. Where'd you get that?
This is from We Crochet. It is called Chroma yarn.
Beautiful.
I think this color is called Pixie. That's strange. I have no clue where my car keys is, but this yarn name from over in the corner, I don't know. I figured it out.
Yeah. Is it this season? The colors are really pretty.
I don't know.
That would make a really pretty poncho. I'm just picturing those colors in a poncho.
Oh, we have a question.
Yes.
Kadiana, I hope did I say that right?
Kadiana.
Okay. Yeah, has anyone ever had any sensitivity problems with yarn that you don't have in pre-made garments, decor, etc.? Like your customer have sensitivities? I've had customers with sensitivities to certain type of yarns.
Oh, you heard about my cat story, right?
No.
Remember, I told you this story.
Tell me again. The cat making cats?
Yeah, one of my relatives had a cat that deceased. Okay, some of y'all, you know this story, but I'll tell it again. What the heck? And but when her cat passed away, she had the fur turned into yarn, and then she had the balls of yarn for some period of time, and she asked me to make it into something. And then I thought I was only allergic to cat dander, but apparently there must have been dander in the yarn because I thought that they put it in something wet or it's cleaned, right? So anyway, while I was crocheting into a headband for her daughter, I had like bad reaction. Like my fingers started, I started to get like.
To tell you?
Well, I knew it was cat yarn. I didn't know it was cat yarn. And I wasn't reacting to it when I was thinking of what to make it into. But once I started making, and it was running through my fingers, I started getting like little blisters on my, like little allergy blisters on my hands. And then I had like asthma attack. like I started
Yeah.
getting like asthmatic attack, and I had to thank God it was only a headband I was making, because I wouldn't have been able to make it into like a hat or something big.
Uh-huh.
It was just bad asthma.
Hmm.
Okay, let's take a look.
Oh,
Let me bring
I'm
up
sorry.
Helen.
We
Well,
were
I
both
think we're
clicking
clicking on
on
the
and off
same
the same
one.
one.
Yes. Hello. Helen Dixon is here. Karen, when you speak of a niche, you defined it as who. However, PEM's modules encourage us to define our ideal customer and then figure out your niche. Your ideal customer is your niche. By defining your ideal customer, you're defining your niche. I'm going to drop you the link that I was mentioning to everybody in like, have you seen, let me ask you first, Helen, have you seen my niche video? And if you haven't, I'm going to drop you the link anyway, just so you get a chance to see it. Okay. Okay. A niche, like in my program, I really go in depth about niching with my students. You can ask anyone who's logged on, but we'd go into like the full out research before we start, because your niche will affect your design, your how you communicate with your audience, the items that you make, where you sell it. It affects your entire foundation of your product, price, promotion, placement of your whole like business. So you like defining it is super duper important. So basically, when you're defining your ideal customer, that would be your niche. So I would presume that when you're defining your ideal customer, you're trying to create a character sketch of the person who you picture buying it. And in one of the presentations, someone said, picture the like your most like your favorite customer that you had no problem, like you loved your product so much, kept buying and kept buying. Some people haven't had that experience yet because they're just first starting out, which is entirely true. So you can only go on like hunches, but you can do so much more research to see, like, to gather the propensity of a type of person to buy. So I wish you would give me a jumping off point on what it is that you're trying to define your niche for. But a niche would be, for example, give me a product that you're trying to sell, Alicia.
I got a good one right here.
Cool. A niche to make fashion crochet or curvy plus size too broad of a niche. No, but
See,
it would,
that's a good niche.
yeah, that's a good niche. I would further niche and define whether or not it's going to be like casual wear or whether it's going to be like high end wear. I would err on the side of making it like premium yarn when you make for your curvy ladies, because from what I understand from that demographic, it's hard to find clothing. They take good care of their stuff when they find something that fits them. Because I have a lot of like ladies that are friends with that are like more like, they're just taller and bigger, like they're like Hawaiians, but
Yeah.
but they keep the stuff they love forever. So you want to make it like of high quality. Those people who buy those types of things, when they find something that they love, they'll keep it forever. So basically, when you're thinking of that type of customer, then you build everything around it. What kind of life does she have? Is this lady who's going to buy that specialty cardigan that's made of like 100% merino or 100% like alpaca or whatever thing you decide to make it from, is she going to wear it to work? Does she tend to work? Is she professional? So most likely she'd have a pretty good income, maybe. So you would think it like this starts to define how you're going to do your photography and that stuff like that. So your ideal customer, she's a professional. She's probably in her higher earning years in her profession, where she's like probably in upwards of 35 to like 55. When you're earning the most in some kind of job that you want to look nice in or show up for, where she's going to wear her best cardigans for, maybe she's like a corporate professional where she wears your cardigan. So now you're thinking, okay, so she's like that. Does she have kids? She might, because she's in 30 to 50-year-old range, but she probably doesn't have babies, because she wouldn't buy this kind of thing and wear it if she had babies burping up on her, right? So you're already defining who is this woman. Somehow you're already picturing, you can even try and picture, like, how would you cast this person if you were to choose like an actress who would be wearing this kind of thing? Like, you picture like, okay, Oprah's kind of like, whoa, she's like a billionaire though, but like, you picture like full figured women who are going to work. Maybe they're lawyers or they carry briefcases, and then they have a certain income because they're professionals. Where do they live? Do they live in like do they live with their parents because they can't afford to buy it? Probably not. Maybe they live in their own home already because they are professionals and they're in the latter part of the year where they're earning that much income. So you get that detailed into how much you understand that person, whether you know that person for real or whether you kind of have to create an avatar for that person. You get specific about who it is that you're selling your items to for your niche, and then you make for her. Okay. So you make her the cardigan. And now it's easy to decide what you're going to make because you're like, so students will sometimes be like, Karen, I made this gorgeous cardigan. Should I make a dishcloth next? It's like, no, but like, don't you? Well, maybe, but sure, she could potentially use a dishcloth. But wouldn't you think that maybe she'd wear a scarf? Wouldn't you want to maybe bring out a bolero? Or what else do curvy women wear? So you start dressing her and building up the collection that this lady wears, your ideal customer, your niche. Okay. And then from there, you know how to photograph her. Are you going to shoot her like in her grubbies wearing the cardigan? No, you're probably going to shoot her like you picture your shoot will be like her walking down like Bay Street. She's got a briefcase. She's wearing the cardigan. You know, she's working her like full self. You know, it's like you already have an idea of what the aesthetic will look like. What does now your social media look like? There'll be like frames where she's close up. She's accessorizing with the hat in your line. She's accessorizing it with a scarf in your line. She has like a scarf that she has tied around like her briefcase from like a bag accessory from your line. So you're now dressing her and all of the items complement. And when you start attracting and making sales from that person, it's easy to get multiple sales and customer loyalty because you're making for one person that's specific. Does that mean you can't make anything else? You can. It doesn't mean you can't. You can make for yourself. You can make as gifts. You can branch off into other things. Maybe you dabble in home decor to see that if you see what your ideal customer ends up liking, like when you finally meet these ladies who start buying from you or they write to you, then you might get an idea of like their lifestyle and know, oh, these people buying from me, they also have boats. They're looking for weekend boat accessories to wear with their like shorts on the deck. So you make boat wear and stuff like that. So I don't know, like it's just easy to start making and forming your collection around your niche and then deciding what materials to use. I totally over explained that, but I hope that helps. I get excited when I'm helping.
But I'm just typing some stuff in the background. I forgot to put my email in there.
Yeah, I'm going to bring this back up. Yes, I have. That's what originally brought up with the question. And I do understand why it's important. I was just confused by the fact that Pam defines it differently. I don't know. That's how I've defined it since I was in university when I took marketing. And I've been in marketing in the communications industry. I worked a lot of retail. I've worked in retail industries where they have entire books which make you know your niche. Like they've defined, and I've defined the language you use to speak to these people. In some of the retail places that I've worked on, they define what you can say, what you cannot say to these people, and just they shape the whole environment and aesthetic of your niche. So I don't question how people decide to convey how to bring out the niche of their students. So I guess you just kind of go with who and what you feel comfortable with. Right? Okay. Let's see here. Here's a long one. I guess we need to see it like crochet books on a shelf. We tend to choose the one that's all shawls, all baby items, all hats or headbands instead of variety of products just sewn together. Yes. Like you want but again, if you were like, it's niche is not items. It's the who.
Yeah.
And who they are and how they like live and everything about them. It's the character avatar of your ideal customer or group of customers.
Stop. Sorry.
It was confusing. Oh, I'm sorry. I agree. Pam did contradict some speed. Oh, that's the thing about a summit. Yeah, like you can go to different people and different people have different things that they convey, and I don't try and judge what other people teach and that sort of thing. But I know how I
Now
built my.
somebody's at the door.
It's okay. I know that how I built my business was I know how to identify my niche like razor sharp. So I focused a lot on that when I built my own business. It was just people would give me suggestions for other things to make. I still make other things that I don't list because I know it's not in my niche, right? But I just that's it. If it contradicts, I don't know everything that's in her program too, and I know that she also her specialty is a lot in like patterns and blogging and writing and that sort of thing. But again, I loved selling products. I still love it to this day. I love it.
What else do you love?
I love you, girl. Cheers. I just
Oh,
got it.
thank you. I did want to send a shout out. Where was she? I put her up for a hot second to Yvette. She said, hello. Oh, Karen and Alicia from Philadelphia, PA, Crochet Guild of America. I got a question for you. I got an email today to talk for a Q&A for the Crochet Guild of America. So after this, Yvette, could you send me an email? I have no clue what that is. Help me out a little bit. All right.
Our
What else?
girl's going to Crochet Guild of America. So, okay, let's see here. That's so cool. Thank you for the explanation. Gives you a broad idea of how to create. Oh, I forgot to drop my niche video into the description. Alicia, go for it.
All right, I'm gonna hop back into the comments.
Where is my
Sorry,
niche
guys.
video?
I had my alarm going off. I'm like that old lady who just can't figure out how to turn off her phone. I was pressing buttons, but it wasn't working. All right. Let's see. This is like the first time nobody's like asking too many questions.
I think it's because, you know what? Maybe they came to the party because they're like us. They're fried.
All right. I understand. You probably like so overloaded and all this.
I'm not.
Stuff. Right now, what are you drinking? What are you doing right now? Are you wearing pants? Are you laying in bed? What's going on? I want to know. Oh, and I think I got the correct plug for my super chat. So if anybody would like to see come here. My daughter is right there in the corner.
Oh,
this is my daughter.
Sweetie.
She's picking with me. So if anybody would like to donate via super chat, I think the bubbles will go off, the lights will go off, and stuff will flash. I think I got the correct plug. So
why can't
right there. Oh, did you find a question?
No, I'm not fast like you. I'm trying to find my niche video.
Oh, and another thing, this is completely off the business topic. I got the what is that Oculus, the Meta Oculus thing. I don't have any friends on there. Does anybody in this live stream have the Oculus? If so, my username is Brown Yarn. Don't laugh at me. I want friends online. My daughter's laughing around the corner. Brown Yarn. That was my maiden name. That's why it's Brown Yarn. Okay, that was it. Oh,
okay. Save this, friends. Save this. That's my video for how do I get? Can they copy paste? They can't copy paste. Well, it's in the
from
the links, right? That's my niche video. Okay, so if you ever want to take a look at that, it'll kind of get you off on the right foot of like defining niche, because that is a toughie. Niche and pricing, they're always going to be like, it's tough. Even with me, if I launch a new product, it's always kind of like I hope I get the price right. But you got to do some adjusting, you know?
Oh, I want to add somebody. Is this, I'm not sure. Is this Alana from the Crochet Business Summit that said I look young during a live stream? If that's you, you're still my best friend. Just making sure. If not, you're still my new friend, Alana. Okay. Where are we? Yvette, she says, hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? Right now, me and Karen are, I guess,
we're chilling. We're chilling out. Yes, we're not going to do anything that hurts our brain too much today.
Yeah, if you have any business questions, or if you just want to, I don't know, tell me a story about what you've been making. Right now is the time to brag. If you want to say, hey, I just created a king size blanket, which I've never done. Tell us in the comments. Or I just started a new business after the Crochet Business Summit. Tell us in the comments.
That's exciting. You know, another poop story I had once, and this always has to do with trade shows. So I think something in my like energetic field is affected whenever I like have to go to a trade show. Mm-hmm. One time, this was for like a November, like a Christmas show. I finished setting up. Luckily, it was after I finished setting up. And then I dropped off my assistant and I was just moseying home on like a huge, huge road. And a deer jumps in front of my car and I hit it.
Oh,
And my
wow.
entire car was like totaled. And it was like, so that was like not opportune, like the best, because then I lost my car right before the trade show.
Yeah.
But and again, I had one of those moments like this is the worst thing that's going to happen. But still, that was pretty traumatic because like an animal died and it made me very upset.
Yeah. The most traumatic things, I think, when I was selling like my handmade, you're getting hot. You said that air conditioning was on.
Ooh, I got the energy going.
Was when I was selling my own handmade. Just dealing with customers in general can be sometimes difficult, but at the same time, I'd rather deal with a customer than do my day job and deal with somebody else's customer and make them money.
Yeah.
But the ones that think you are Amazon or think you're like, your bobble stitches aren't big enough. I wanted the bobbles bigger. I'm like, do you realize that's how the yarn don't do that? And what
Yeah.
those were sometimes the things that frustrated me. My cousin, this was a big one. Luckily, it was made on an Addie, wasn't so bad. She wanted like a pixie cape, the ones that are like cover your hood, but it's not all the way a long cape.
Oh,
It
those
just
are
comes to your
cute.
shoulder.
I've
I'm
always
like,
wanted to make
okay.
one.
Yeah, I was making it on a machine. She didn't like the seam. I'm like, one, I can't knit. So that's why I'm using this machine. I'm not going to crochet this cape for you because she liked the knit stitch anyhow. I'm like, these are panels. They're going to be seamed together. I'm sorry. She's like, I don't like it. I'm like, I can't help it. Luckily, she was cousins. So I'm like, you get it or you don't.
Well,
He was
I had a return request once where the person didn't like.
See, it worked.
Oh, there we go.
Wait,
Okay,
there we go.
Well, while you're doing the thing, I am going to prop up my computer a little bit.
Okay. Carla Blackman, thank you so much for donating via super chat. So you get the bubbles. See, you should have that music. Next time we'll get the music.
Okay.
All right, let me share the screen. We're going to let you spin the Willa patterns. I was smart enough to put the link down below for you to get the patterns. Here we go.
3D stitch hat, nice. Lucky.
Reggie. Okay, let's give it a spin. You get the peekaboo slippers. Yay!
I love how that thing plays an applause for you.
I know, so I don't sound crazy going, yay. And, oh, we got another super chat.
Oh my gosh.
It's a party up in here.
31.
Oh, this is my girl. Hold on. One of my favorite. You got a picture icon. You didn't have a picture icon before, did you? Too bad it's so small. I'm like, I get to see what you look like if I look real close. Thank you so much for donating. Let's give you the spin on the Willa patterns. Here we go. Close and spin. And if you received any of these patterns before, I'll let you select a replacement just in case. You win the Reggie slippers.
Wow.
The Reggie are the purple ones right here. In order to get these slippers, you have to email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com. My email address is down in the description box. Okay, back to us. Here we go.
Oh, here's a good question. Sorry.
Are we both trying to do it?
Sorry, did we spin for Clara and Proverb? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. How do you transition from maker to a designer? I think you are a designer when you're a maker. What do you think, Alicia? What's your thought?
I think she's trying to say from selling your goods to being like a crochet influencer. You know what I mean? Pattern design maker. Because this is an issue that I had. Some people were able to make this transition easily. Unfortunately, I didn't have classes like the Crochet Business Summit. I wasn't. I originally started out selling pre-made items. And when I started YouTubing at the same time, and my audience began to overlap in a way that wasn't working. And my audience, the algorithm didn't know where to send me, to buyers of finished crochet patterns or people who want to make a crochet pattern. So I had to narrow mine down to specifically online.
I have a follow-up analogy though. I know that I'm still kind of like this popped in my head about niche. Um and but somebody has another question right now with regards to finger numbness. So let's take a look
Ooh,
here. Do you see it? Here we go.
got it.
Follow up. My fingers get numb and painful from yarns used in previous projects. Some cause migraines. Recently walked down the yarn aisle and suddenly got the above symptoms. Crocheting is on hold. Interesting. You know what? I have to say though, Kadyana, do you know where's Kadyana from? Do you know, Alicia? Is she in North America? I don't
I
know
don't
what
know.
it is, but in May and April, I get migraines too. I don't know why. So it might be like a false attribution. Maybe you just crochet a lot at a time that you also get migraines. Because it could be hormonal. I know I started getting migraines and I was like, what's wrong with me? But it was yeah, it was not, but then again, my fingers get numb and pain from yarns used in previous projects. Some cause migraines. Oh, that sounds like a bad allergic reaction. You should probably mention that to your doctor. Maybe it's the content of the yarn. It could
Hmm.
be. Hmm.
Okay,
Uh,
did you see any other ones? Okay. You want me
Christina
to go?
Harrison, go ahead.
Okay, Christina Harrison, makes sense. Have you designed a lot of wearables for people in wheelchairs? Because I've never seen someone that has glammed into the niche. I've never
Glammed
seen that.
into. I've sold this.
Glammed up.
I've sold kimonos to people in wheelchairs, and it was a $250 kimono. So
Hmm,
because I've never seen someone that has glammed into that niche. I don't know. Maybe you'll invent that niche. You
go
never
for it.
know. Yeah, but like you never know. Like also people the thing is if somebody is in a wheelchair and they want something of quality, then they'll buy it if it fits, right? Kadena. Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
let's
Okay.
talk Kadena. We're gonna get it right. That's my thing. Always try to remember the best you can about everybody who says hello to you.
Yes. I think she mentioned that too on a live of mine, and I apologize, Kadena, if we mispronounced it.
I'll
Okay.
mispronounce it again. That's okay. I spent my whole life people calling me Ashley, Lisa, Alyssa, everything but Alicia.
So were you thinking that you would do glammed up wear for people in wheelchairs? The other thing too is you also have to, and I know I'm throwing a lot at you, but that's why there's like, for me, there's like a system to it. You have to do a certain amount of research. If your research involve, like you discover that the niche should be so small that it might not be lucrative enough to do that niche, then be, you may not do it for profit. You know what I mean? Like, that was interesting. I think I watched a video recently from Marie Forleo, and she was talking about how she was consulting somebody who wanted to do like ergonomic planners, like no, not ergonomic planners, like earth friendly planners, but her
Okay.
planners were so expensive. And then she was just saying, well, if are you doing this for you or are you doing this for your niche? Because if you're doing it for you, then the margins are going to be small. You probably won't profit a lot, but you will have to wait for those people who are willing to pay a premium price for your what's it called, planners. Am I saying that there is a ton of people out there who fit in your niche? I'm not. You might not have a very big niche.
Yeah.
You might not have a niche at all if it's something that isn't something that they go for. You know what I mean? Then you don't make that product anymore.
Okay. I'm curious. Is it possible to have two niches? I guess we'll both have two different
Go ahead.
opinions because my if she's probably talking about selling items.
Oh,
For me, online, my niche is online crochet influencer. So I'm able to, my niche is crochet. So it's broader for me. But selling, how would that be?
it depends what you're selling. For me, like if you were to have two, it is totally possible to have two niches. It's totally possible to have three, but just know that once you frame your business
As long
around
as
a
it's
particular,
crochet and not
yeah,
like something like gardening.
right. If
That
you
makes
once
sense.
you frame all of your marketing and efforts, like as a under like a solopreneur or somebody who only has maybe one or two assistants, like Alicia and I, we rarely have that many people working for us, you
Mhm.
know. But like once you decide that you're a solopreneur or a small entrepreneur and that you want to start a business, your resources are so targeted. You have to spend things in a very specific way. That's why it's important to have a good niche. Now, when you're because once you start selling to that niche, you want to be able to like razor sharp spend money on the yarns and the designs that you want to build for that niche, and then keep going with that. Spend it on the social media things that you need to support you for social media, advertising, for generating traffic, for your e-commerce and that sort of thing, for that will reach that particular niche. If you have two niches, I think it's a good idea to choose a niche that is close and similar to it, that you can use similar resources that you already have. But if you're like, yeah, I make luxury crochet hats and now I'm going to sell um, garden equipment,
Oh, yes.
right? I'm like, okay, well, I would have to the everything I need will be not what I use now. Like my email collectors won't work. Like, well, I could use them, but I mean, I'd
It's
have
not
different
the
types of
same.
storage, right? So to me, if I were to build a different niche on top of that, I'd probably have something in a similar group. Like I would think, okay, I have luxury yarns all in stock. I have crocheters who are willing to work for me, and I have all of my advertising and media already set up. For me, it's just a matter of like generating a different type of funnel to target those people. But what I would do is I'd probably do baby, high-end baby, like heirloom stuff where it's like parents aren't gonna, and I'd make it out of the same probably alpaca I use on my things, or I'd use merino that I use on my other hats, because I'd be using the same resources. I can use the same price breaks that I currently get already from my suppliers. I can use my same hooks. I can use my same crocheters. It's just a different pattern for them. They don't care how I'm marketing it. And all of my channels of communication are the same. I could still use my email collectors, my advertising, like I can still reach the same type of like a similar audience without having to change a lot about my business to work it out of that different niche. That's why when Alicia builds another line into her business, it relates to what she's already built. She has a blog, she has a YouTube channel. When she builds something else, like lessons for influencers maybe, then she doesn't have to change a lot in terms of how her business already runs, because as an owner you have to think of efficiencies for reaching your niche. So that is a long answer for a short question.
Yeah,
I,
your answers would be so long.
I need like 4 more chat sessions.
Oh, Maria, this is my girl Maria, and she knows I skipped saying your last name for a reason. If you pronounce my last name, you're in good company. Most people do. Wait, I don't want to read the
Okay,
phonetic reading. I'm
Schirkenbach.
going to cover that.
Schirkenbach.
Schirkenbach. Let me read. Schirken. Okay, Schirkenbach.
Schirkenbach.
Gotcha.
Schirkenbach. Nice. If I pronounce your last name, you're in good company. Most people do. Oh, okay. So Maria Schirkenbach. Do you have a question, my dear? But anyway,
Oh, but while you were talking about the whole too many niches, but if you're in a crochet influencer atmosphere, I noticed that people come to me so many times when they're starting a YouTube channel or try to grow their presence. They're like, I don't want to be tied into one small box. I want to be able to show my followers beads and flowers and gardening and crochet. You'll eventually be showing nobody nothing. Because yes, it's nice to be not in a box, but if you're online, there's something called an algorithm that you will confuse the mess out of. Or like you
mhm.
said, you can't use your same email newsletters or whatever. They're not going to be going to the same people.
Let me bring this up because Mel's asking a question. I want to nab this one. Whoops. Here we go. So, would I be able to do just two separate niches for my hats? High end alpaca type hats like yours for one niche, and acrylic hats that are budget friendly. I would, if I were in a coaching session with you, my dear, I would be like, what
No?
do you think? And I would think she would say yes because she can make it. Like she can make it. But Mel, you're thinking about the labor perspective and the the materials perspective, but also think about what other parts of your business that take up resources and time. You're going to have to target two different types of audiences: your budget friendly people,
Oh,
which are like, you'd have to have like this is just a like
I was
I don't
about to
even
leave her in the wrong direction. I was about
yeah
to lead her wrong, but go ahead.
this is what you'll end up having to do. First, you'll have to drive traffic to both lines of business. Okay, both niches. One would be the budget friendly. You'd probably be targeting like I'm going to use I'll try and use Canadian like American companies. You'll probably try to be using like TJ Maxx people where give me budget retailers.
Target.
Target.
um,
Target
Sears.
Sears. Not even like Target. Okay, you'll be like you'll be marketing towards Target like posts. Just imagine like Instagram now. You're gonna have to batch create posts for Target for budget friendly people buying hats. So like, oh, check out this hat, check it out with jeans, check it out with they're gonna expect this hat to be like $20. Okay. And then on top of that, you'll need a separate account for your high-end hats. Like, and then that one you're going to have to use language that's targeted towards like people who own who shop at Pottery Barn, Anthropology, Barney's, Macy's, all of those places, and have a different kind of lifestyle. Like they're going to their cottages, they're going to their boats, they're going to their ski trips and planning their outfit for après ski parties. It's different than the ones who are trying to like wear a cute looking hat. And they're worried though, like that the hat will compete against whether or not they can buy more from their food budget or something like that. Like you're now thinking two kinds of content you're trying to muster up in order to push these two separate niches to these two separate niche products. Do you have the manpower for that right now? I don't even have the manpower for that right now. I'm not going to say you shouldn't. I'm just saying that it's double the work.
Oh man. Okay.
Alicia's like, oh God.
No, that was great. But
yeah, okay.
Am I pronouncing this right? Avance? Let's see. You give it a try before I read it.
Avanice?
Okay. This is us. All right. Yeah. What is a crochet influencer? One, you'll find out by the beginning of the fall when I come out with my crochet influencer course. But what a crochet influencer is, that's somebody in the crochet niche that has trusted knowledge, somebody that you respect, their opinions or recommendations, and things that they usually recommend, you typically buy. You'll see them online, sponsored by brands, and pretty much everywhere. I guess I put myself into the crochet influencer category. So I write patterns, I review books, whatever. I'm just not a designer. I'm a crochet influencer.
You are.
Like those weird teenage girls that take pictures of themselves, but less narcissistic.
Yeah. So much less that you're like self-deprecating. But that's why I admire Alicia so much, because like she does the influencing part. I will and not because again, this is two different niches. Crochet influencing and product selling is two different things. I love my brand. I love my academy. I don't do influencer work because I've done some promotions for some things, but it takes away from my business. And I am all about put your eggs in maybe one or two baskets and like guard the basket. That's my jam, and charge what it's worth,
Yeah.
So I rarely do closer, but a lot of Alicia's transferable skills help me because she teaches me how to use what she knows as an influencer to help me in my lines of business.
You have, I guess, influencer is like online teacher. Same thing, because you're still in the same. You're not entertaining like I am, but you are a teacher. You have to find your students online, and that's how you help them grow online. Even so, you are an influencer,
I suppose. I think I probably I don't do much influencer work because I know that the way I form my ideas and that stuff, not everyone will agree. Just like someone pointed out in our chat, like what you're saying doesn't match Pam's. And it's like, you know what?
Everybody's different.
Yeah, it doesn't. And some things won't. And not that like I love. Oh, sorry, girl. I
Oh,
love
I'm
Pam, but
sorry.
like I don't agree with I cannot agree with probably just about everyone, a portion of just about what everyone presented, you know? So, but that's not saying that they're not amazing business people in their own way, because sometimes you got to work your plan to suit the thing you want to do.
Yeah, and her way does work because look where Pam is now.
Hmm.
Pam is the crochet entrepreneur, and
Yeah.
what Karen does works. That's why she is Karen V. You know what I mean? She got the period after the V and everything.
Wow. It took me a while to get that period, you know?
I should Alicia M. Littlejohn sounds so dull, but
What's your middle
Karen
name?
V. Marie, like everybody.
Mine's Therese.
What is V?
It's my maiden name, Valoria.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you just had a real like fancy middle name.
No, I just like I loved my last name, Valoria, and I wanted to hyphenate my channel, but like I couldn't think of anyone whose last name was longer than 5 syllables, so I just kind of made it Karen V. Miguel.
Okay, she's testing us.
Okay.
Was it
Kad, Kad,
Cadena?
Kadina.
Cadena.
Kadina.
Yes. Hats. What about the buyer that has two budgets? One for every day and for treat yourselves or gifts.
Uh, well, what do you mean?
She's
Like,
going back on top of what should she have two budgets for acrylic yarn and premium yarn? But I guess you kind of answered this.
well, the thing is, like, you don't have to do everything for everybody. If you decided to go into budget hat, if you decided to go into like mainstream budget or mainstream, like, you know, wearables and stuff like that, then she's going to buy her two hats from you. But if you decide to go into like premium specialty wear, the like niche, then you're going to sell her that hat. But you probably won't sell her a budget hat, or maybe she might end up buying two premium hats. Who knows? But I know from experience, the reason I'm giving this advice is because I did it. I took people and they're like, oh my gosh, I totally should get into the budget category. I carried, oh, what a waste of money. Everybody was so used to just seeing the nice stuff. When they saw the nice stuff next to
It
the
looked
budget
cheaper.
stuff, it nobody bought it. I was stuck. I still have acrylic hats and scarves that I had made and they never moved. So I sold like 70% of them at a boutique that was already carrying my stuff at cost. And I put my old label on it so it didn't taint my brand, because you're gonna bust your butt creating a brand where people are like, oh yeah, those are Kadena hats. Yeah, those are totally worth it. I'd pay like $100 for those. And you put a Kadena label on a $20 hat. What are you saying about your brand? Right?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
weird. Yeah. Okay.
Yarn It Out says, I'd rather sell products or teach. Love being on camera and public speaking. That's so me.
Good
Do
point.
it. Why not? It is 2022. It's the future.
Yes.
I always say this. I'm just repeat myself a billion times. Why not? You wanted to be a superstar when you was little? You got the opportunity to be in front of all the people that you want to. Do it
Mhm.
now. Nobody can stop you. You don't have to wait for a magazine to tell you exactly what to do.
And you know what? I was like, I'm totally thinking of things that are like off the cuff and a conversation ago. But I
Oh,
also
yes,
have
sir.
to like, well, I just have to like say too, in terms of choosing the niche you like and the business that you want, it has a lot to do like with what you want to be doing in your business. Like, for example, like Pam enjoys she loves the influencer like hustle. She's so good at it. And then when she's doing it, she lights up. Like for me, when I'm doing it, I'm just like, oh, I feel like I'm working for somebody else again. Like that's like, and I don't like it, you know, I don't enjoy. But then when I'm helping people, I love it. I love, like, you can tell now when I'm like helping people, I can't
Because you're
stop.
always in the business mode. I guess me, I'm always in the content creation mode
Mhm.
all the time. Because, like I said, being the word sounds so cheesy, crochet influencer, but I'm always having to create new content. But I've been doing this for a while. I learned how to not completely overwork myself so I don't have to come out with 50 patterns in a month. Sometimes I look at these YouTubers on TV, I watch TV, YouTube on my TV in my bedroom. I'm like, how are you coming out with 15 patterns in a month? What are you doing? Don't your fingers hurt? I do one pattern a month. I do a stitch tutorial. I'll throw in a review video. So I'm not always damaging my hands.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah, you build your business around the stuff that you love. And I'll admit, like, I kind of like, because I did product selling for so long, and that I'm absolutely loving the coaching part of my business right now. Like, I love it. So it depends on what you want to be doing. Like, for example, I saw JoJo our little stream. So I just thought, like, she for personal reasons had to use her Addie more. She's a genius at
Yeah.
making these things, right? And her business model is like around making Addie everything's like
I
Addie,
don't know how
like
she keeps coming up with new patterns.
she's
That's what
like
I don't understand.
brilliant. And all the cute toys always look adorable. Like, she has an eye for the shape of how these characters are supposed to look. Mine would always look funny. Like, the eyes will probably be over here. It's just
I gotta give Addie the company, not even the company Addie, forget the company, but the machine itself, the Addie knitting machine. I think that's another thing that put me on the map. When I
Mhm.
started on YouTube, even though it was like in 2017, in internet years, that's like a billion, nobody was making Addie patterns. So I'm like, I made 20 Addie patterns and got a lot of followers and switched over to YouTube.
But you're really not. I still watch your Addie patterns. And if you look
They're
at it,
so bad.
but they're not, because if you look at your Addie patterns and then you look at the legacy of patterns that people started coming out with after you did the double dutch, like, nobody would have had, like, there wouldn't be 90% of designs on YouTube if you never did the double dutch pattern, because everybody
Oh,
has that in there now. Like, it's awesome. So
oh.
but it's amazing. So it's like, build it around stuff you love to do in your business. So if your passion is to make, like, and it's not that it's budget, it's just you want to make affordable stuff, and if it makes sense to you, the time you spend on it and the style that it's made in, then do it. I think it's totally like fun.
I think this was for you.
I would stick with one or two kinds of yarn so I can buy in bulk. Buying high-end yarn in bulk will be so expensive still. It's not that much more expensive than buying yarn retail. Okay, in Canada, my prices that I'm going to give you are like a little bit more expensive because everything is expensive here. But for example, loops and threads, when it's not on sale, or Heartland yarn here, costs us like $8. How much for you guys? Heartland yarn, loops and
I don't
threads.
know. I'm about to Google it now.
Okay. So in Canada, it's like $8 or $9, like somewhere between $7 to $9. When I buy alpaca, like
Which one?
gorgeous,
Impeccable? Wait, which kind? Loops and thread?
look up Heartland, because I actually like Heartland better than loops and threads.
Heart
When I'm crafting, I always go for like Heartland,
yarn.
because and it goes through the adding machines like butter. Like,
You mean the line brand? That hearts and
yeah,
yarn?
it never splits. I find I love it.
$6.49, sometimes $5.99. Yeah, we
Okay,
are
yeah, in
cheaper here.
Canada, it's like $8.99. Okay. So, but then
What's gas? What's your
when
gas?
when I buy wholesale alpaca, it's
She missed
11.99.
it.
For the additional like $3, you can, like, once you do the pricing, your margin, once you double what you're doing in materials plus labor, you get a better margin on the luxury item, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause like your cost of goods sold ends up being like somewhere between, in Canadian, like 25 to $28. But then when you think of the cost of goods sold, you add the labor to it. Even if you add another like $20 for labor, like $48, and then I charge $95 a hat. So I get a $45 markup, right? If you're making a $20 hat, it still takes you the same amount of time to put that yarn through your hands than
Mhm.
you're making $25, right? What are you going to spend the time making?
Oh, and guys, if this is so much information and you still want to find out more, please check down in my description box or Karen's
Oh,
description
I should
box.
put the banner.
Oh
I
yeah,
never
put the
do
banner up.
that.
You can I've been drinking,
I
so
made
I'm
it
trying
pink.
not to slur. You can book a consultation. While you're talking, you watch this video. You'll probably see how many times I fill this up. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is
The
tasty.
wholesale account is the best. Ava's got hooked up with a wholesale account recently too. She's loving her luxury yarn. So,
Man,
yeah.
guys, learn how to do this. Book a call with Karen. I have to bring up Maria. That's why I love Amigurumi so much. They are a lot of work, but I just love watching them slowly come to life. Totally worth the work. I can't do it.
Can't do
I
what?
love it. I love the way it looks. It's so beautiful. And I'll see people like Hooked by Robin or all these people that, who was it? Katie, Hooked by Katie at the Crochet Summit. She made like a huge, that dragon that was around her neck that was amigurumi. I'm like, that is beautiful. I have RA. My hands just, I can't crochet. I love to crochet, but I can't crochet that much.
I would love to I would love to spend more time doing amigurumi because the things I see are so cute. Like when I'm on my Instagram, I can't help but comment on like people's amigurumi because in my heart I'm like, I wish I did that more.
If I
They're so
was going to do it, I would do, I'm like, know how the young kids are making the amigurumi with that big velvety yarn, that plush yarn where it's
oh yeah.
big.
Yeah.
That's what I would do with the big hook and the big yarn. I would make it that way.
Yeah, because it would be quick to put together. Yeah, I saw a really cute one on it was a pineapple that they did. I think it was a video on like how much can I crochet in 1 hour? Okay, Schurkenbach.
Okay. Did we already read that? Okay,
Oh yeah,
pause.
yeah.
Can you take that one down for me?
Yes,
And I
sorry.
need you to do me a favor. I need you to take a sip because I feel like I'm going solo.
No, no, I'm
Again,
speaking as you go.
nope.
Like I'm
I,
and like am I like
I'm going to chant like I'm in college. I'm not going to do it. Don't worry. Your
chant.
kids will be so mad at you, like, Mom.
No, it's okay. If this today I'm hoping was my Friday, but tomorrow I have some things to do too. So
Oh, you got to work.
I know a little. That's okay. That's why okay, yes. Did we miss anything?
Probably, I'll pull up Yvette just because it's a familiar name. I love amigurumi, but not my talent. I support those makers. I buy from those. Do you buy from other crocheters? That's a good question for you.
Do
Have you
I?
ever
Yeah.
bought?
I
Yeah.
buy from all kinds of hand makers. I once thought, I wonder if I should do a video of all the handmade items I buy from other people. Like, I don't, if someone else makes it better, I totally get it from them.
Do you have a go-to person? I have a go-to person crocheter that if I want crochet for myself, I'll have her do.
Well, you know that I do because I have crocheters.
Oh yeah, you got like a whole
I,
tribe of crochet. You got to hear them like
yeah.
women make me crochet.
There's one lady I always go to. Her name's Krista Hall. Her
Mhm.
mom is, if you're watching me, Noreen, hi, she lives in Halifax, and they are an amazing crocheters. And when I met Krista, she could make character hats like so perfect. And that was when the Despicable Me characters were in.
Yeah, I
She's
made one of those.
gifted. She's so gifted. She's a better crocheter than me. I'm just like so blessed that she wants to crochet for me.
Jessica says, I could make a queen size blanket in the same time it would take me to make one amigurumi. Those crocheters are amazing. Can I add on that? When I used to sell crochet and somebody would ask me for amigurumi, the average person are like, what do you mean is this size? Why does it cost me $100? Because I can make a queen size blanket. That is why. Thank you, Jessica.
That's so true. Oh, see, your maiden name is I know I love my maiden name, Valoria.
Valoria.
Yeah. I've always think I wonder if I could like create a brand or something from Valoria. But yeah, I really wanted to call my YouTube channel Karen Valoria, but then I thought my husband would be offended, because I love my married name too. There's so many strong women in my husband's side of the family. So I take pride in both.
It's you got that whole professional vibe when you put that period next to the V. That V is strong.
Thanks.
Karen
Mm.
V. Miguel.
Mm.
Crochet business. It's serious. For Little John, my maiden name is Brown. Brown Yarn. Nobody will watch Brown Yarn YouTube channel.
That's so funny.
Little John sounds so much cooler than Brown Yarn. When you were picking your business name, how hard was it? Well, I mean, your first one was Canada Bliss. Like, how hard was that to
It was
just?
it was kind of hard. Um I guess I was kind of like in admiration for, I was also in big admiration of Canada Goose, which is like a big,
Yeah.
I'm so proud of Canada Goose because like they were from Canada. They made these rockin' amazing jackets and I managed to get one before they were $1,000, right? And I was just like, oh, cool. Look at this huge company growing. I'm going to call my company Canada Bliss.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm thinking, what it could be Canada, what? Because I was like,
What's your backup names? What were some
what's
backup names?
oh
Do you
my
remember?
I have labels printed simple bliss. I actually did a whole line called Simple Bliss once.
Mm,
And I have another one called uh it was the acrylic line that I told you about. I
uh-huh.
can't even remember what it is. I can just picture the microfiber labels in my drawer upstairs. I never finished the box because I'm
Yeah.
like, that's it. You're going to bed now. Oh, it was a good name though. It started with an A. I can't remember it.
See, I think mine, it was because my grandmother taught me how to crochet.
Mhm.
Her name was Rose. So I was trying to think of any play off of Rosie's yarn, Rosie's crochet. Then I'm like, I don't know. Then I was scared. This is before Little John's was anything. It was just a name, a thought in my head. I'm like, what if Little John yarns? Well, Rosie's yarns doesn't work, and I just sullied my grandmother's name.
Mhm.
So I'm like, I can ruin my husband's name. So Little John's yarn was made.
There you go.
But it worked out.
It's amazing. I love that name. It's so original, and you can go anywhere with it. You could be an influencer, you can have your own line, you can have your own book, you become a public speaker.
I don't know. Do you know the rapper Little John? Bum,
No.
bum. Oh, it's a big thing. I'm going to have to pull up a video.
Maybe I do, but I
What
just
he
don't know.
does is, yeah, all the time. He was like in Pepsi's commercials. When people say, "What's your little name, your last name?" and I'm like, "Say Little John," and they would instantly say, "Yeah." I'm like, I'm not the rapper, but okay, fine. I have to respond like, "Okay," because that's how the rapper responds.
That's funny. Someone says, "Oh, look, Yvette's she's feeling it."
Wait,
She's
no, yeah, no, that's from the Little John. Yvette knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay, what?
the rappers my favorite rapper was Missy Elliott.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh. I'm looking it up right now. Little, I can't. It's bad words. It's not spelled little correctly. It's probably Little
probably
John.
like Lil,
Yeah.
like Lil Kim.
I seen a video of her recently. She looks like she's stuffed full of hay. She
Yeah.
looks so plastic. I'm like, what is wrong with
You
her?
know who looks really good? Cardi B. But I'm like, oh, stop there. You know how
Yes.
she's had a lot done? It's just like, stop, stop, stop. It looks good. It looks good already. Don't move. Oh, okay. Can I tell you I
Yeah.
am secretly obsessed with the Amber Heard trial.
You're gonna go into a deep, deep, deep hole.
Oh, well, I'm not going to talk about the
No,
trial,
no,
but
no, not talking about. You can talk into a hole if you want. I'm saying mentally, you're gonna go into a deep
I'm
dark hole.
but I didn't watch more like during the summit. I'm like, okay, there's so much happening. I do want to get up to date, but all I watched was the cross examination, and Camille Vasquez is my new girl crush. Okay, I
Uh-huh.
want to be her when I grow up. She's so freaking smart. She tore up Amber Heard during cross examination. It was like brilliant. I love her.
Did you see today? I don't watch all of it, but I watched like clips. I guess Jason Momoa was brought to the stand via Zoom.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
the camera. He's sitting. There's a camera on him, a screen, and he's like, "Is this on?
Oh.
What?" And Johnny Depp's like, he snickers during the whole thing, like, and I'm like, "Oh my god, Jason Momoa is so handsome." I'm not
He
even
did
watch anything. He's like so charming and funny.
Did you see him in Dune? He's so hot. Have you
I did not like him beardless.
I
I
just
did
think
not like his face.
when I saw him beardless, I was just like, that's a whole new level. He's good all round, with or without the beard.
See, I need a bearded man. My husband, he has a beard. He shaved it off once. I'm tipsy, so I can tell you guys what's nobody's here. He shaved it off once for Halloween. to dress up as Steve Urkel. You remember Steve Urkel?
Yes.
For Halloween. My husband looks exactly like Steve Urkel. Oh, tell me a story. Pull up a comment. I'm going to pull up
Okay,
my husband.
Maria, to solve that, make sure when you pull through yarn, the hook is face down. Oh, there must be a situation happening here. Okay, look, look, look. Okay. Oh my God, Camille Vasquez cross examination was fire. And hi, guys. Hi, Michaela. It was. She's so on the ball. Okay, let's see. Oh, Karen, once it finally came out that Amber Heard is not as innocent as she tried to gaslight the world to Johnny Depp is not innocent either. Wow, come on, people, stop the gaslighting. Neither of them are innocent, but she's like
She makes us look bad.
right. But to have the but to say that but to defame him on purpose is that she was, because there's recordings of her saying if you have a divorce, then I'm going to do all these terrible things to you. So it's kind of like, oh, okay. But what would you think if I said I have been working on a hook that will let you crochet with just one hand? If
What?
you're an amputee, then you'll be able to make basic stitches. That's interesting.
That is
Very.
more than interesting. That's awesome.
Do you guys follow? There's a lady that I follow on Instagram, and she crochets with one arm, one leg. Oh, what is her name? She always comments. We comment back on each other back and forth, but oh, I wish I knew her name. I'm gonna kick myself if I can't find her.
I'm
Talk
sure
about,
somebody in the comments is going to know exactly who you're talking about in a second.
yes,
So you got that 20-second delay.
it's okay. Someone's gonna know. What is her name? There's an A in it. Oh,
I
there's not a
found
lot
him.
of information.
Okay, guys, while you do that, do you want to see my husband looking like Steve Urkel?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Share the screen. We're in the back of my Facebook. He also looks strangely like Bill Cosby.
Oh
This
my gosh.
with no beard. My husband's so
No.
handsome. He looks so nerdy. I want to divorce him.
Oh my
After
gosh.
this is 2012.
That's amazing.
He looked just like Urkel.
Oh my goodness. He really does.
I know. He
That's
had wait, those pants he had on were my capris.
he wore your capris. Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
feel bad. You guys
Why
need
do you
to know
feel
how
bad?
handsome my husband actually is. He doesn't. This is my husband. There we go. That's my
And
husband
then
right
with a
there.
beard, he looks completely different.
A beard is like makeup for men.
Let's see.
So what's underneath his beard? When he shaved that off, I didn't recognize him. Like, you didn't tell me this before we got married. What was underneath there?
Let me see. It's gonna bug me. I really want to say her name because she's amazing. She has one arm and one leg, and she's always, oh, I wish.
Yarn It Out says he does look like Urkel. He does. When that mustache came up, my son, I think he was only 2 years old. Now, you ever seen videos of the babies who see their dad freshly shaven and they're like freaked out? He was
Yes.
like, he did not, he's like, what's going on? I don't like that face. Everybody's saying, yeah, Urkel, Carla Brown.
Okay, I found it. Should I
Found it?
share? Should
Yeah,
I
share it.
screen share? Okay, hold on. Let me get my phone. This lady's amazing. You guys probably know her. She has great patterns. I think she might even be in the Ukraine though. Let me just see here. I'll screen share. Share screen, window. Oh, I can't share I
What
can't.
is it? Should I share something?
Okay. Oh, I
Instagram?
know. Duh. I'll share it on an Instagram
Yeah.
Chrome thingamabob. Okay. We're
Yes.
doing pretty not bad staying on topic while we have our after party.
Let's stay off topic right now. But my husband's eyes. I need to make my son come out here. My son looks exactly like my husband. It's weird. None of my children look like me. Whoops, take that out. Like all the labor, 20 hours. Not your daughter looks like. I only seen your daughter. I have no clue what your son looks like.
Oh, I could show you.
Oh, family tour. See, we're off topic.
Tour. Where is my? I can't get another browser to work because I think I'm
Shall I
taking up
get it?
all the bandwidth. Okay, first of all, before I lose my train of thought. This is the lady I was talking about. You guys probably already know her. I will screen share, share screen, and here, share.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. You know her, Boutique Askiaka.
No.
Look at this lady. Okay, she makes all these designs. Okay, first of all, but here she is.
Does she
Look,
have any reels?
yeah, she does.
Like, how does she keep the
I'll
tension?
I'll
That's
show you. I'll
amazing.
show you the way she does her reels. She I gotta do one. She has tons of her crocheting. Here we go.
So everybody get a closer look. There we go. That's how she keeps the tension and everything in place.
But when she's crocheting, it's like she's
Yeah,
knitting.
how does she crochet? Okay, yeah, knitting needs two hands.
She always crochets knitting too. But like, oh my gosh, like she always comes up on my feed, and we kind of follow each other. But she's just brilliant. This lady, she's a fantastic designer. Look at this. This is how she crochets.
That is fast as all
Look
get
at
out.
her work. This is like Irish lace, like she's crocheting. Incredible, right? Right?
Don't stop it yet.
Yeah.
Oh my
Look
gosh.
how pretty that is. Look, yeah, exactly. Brie Fashion Host. Look at that. Gorgeous. I think this lady's amazing. I think it's an honor that she even follows me. I'm like, I make hats.
I know. I make slippers.
I mean, like, I feel like a gross underachiever next to this lady. So, okay, let's see. Remove. There you go.
Oh, I have to agree. Hold on. Knit and Crochet Tiger. OMG, now that Jason Momoa shaved, he looks worse than he did on Baywatch.
He was on Baywatch?
I love him muscly and bearded. Me and you. I like that rugged looking man.
Okay, me, I'm all for like I miss Johnny. Like my brand is like Johnny Depp in the 21 Jump Street days.
I was about to say you gotta take it back to 89. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was my jam. I never had a boy crush on like anyone on TV until Johnny Depp, 21 Jump Street. And then
my
I had a crush
was Michael Jackson. And now I look back, I'm like, what was I thinking? But
who didn't have a crush on Michael Jackson? Okay.
Yeah, he made women cry, even though he was strange. But Johnny Depp, definitely. What was another? I had a little group. This was a little R&B group, like in the 80s. They were called The Boys. I was so obsessed with them when I was a little kid. This is a American group.
Of The Boys. I have never heard of. I liked Boys to Men.
Oh, yes, Boys to Men, definitely. But this is like before they were like 9 years old.
Oh, yeah.
One album. And I was like, they're my age.
Have you ever had, okay, truth be told, have you ever had a girl crush?
Oh.
I'll tell you mine.
Yes. There's been stuff. Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Dr.
Since
Quinn.
Guys, in the comment, what is Jane Seymour?
Oh, Jane Seymour, yes.
When I seen her as a little child, I seen her. It was weird. I'm like, why is this woman so pretty? And then she would age and look the same in that age. I'm like,
you had a girl crush on Jane Seymour?
And Angela Bassett. She's another one.
Oh, yeah.
Where I seen when I was young, she was a certain age, and now 30 years later, she's the same age.
Right?
Why are you so pretty? Why is this still happening?
She's amazing.
Oh, and Michelle Obama's butt and arms.
Who's that?
Michelle Obama, Barack Obama's.
Oh, of course. Duh.
Yes. She had the arms and she had a butt.
Yeah. I had my girl crush when I was young. It's so hilarious that you had a girl crush on Jane Seymour. That is so
weird.
I would not have thought that. But I had a girl crush on Olivia Newton-John. I loved her. Like, yeah, that is weird.
See,
yeah.
When you're young, you don't know. You're like, something's pretty about them. Like, what is it? I don't know. You're really pretty. I wish I was like you.
Yeah. But the hilarious thing is that you had a girl crush on Jane Seymour. And there was one movie she was in with Christopher Superman.
Superman.
Once upon
yes.
someplace else. I couldn't sleep for like a week because I thought if I fell asleep I thought if I fell asleep with a penny, then something would happen to me. Because you know how when he
Oh,
pulls the penny out, and I'm like, I didn't want to fall asleep because I was scared it was going to go back into time.
see, this is a secret. Since we've been an hour and 24 minutes in, this is a secret about me. I don't like, well, I don't care now, I'm older, but I love, like, I used to love watching Little House on the Prairie. What was the little girl who played Laura Ingalls? But Melissa Gilbert. I loved
Jennifer,
her.
what's her
Melissa
name?
Gilbert, that was her name.
Oh yeah, Melissa Gilbert.
I love those old type historic, or then if you go into like Downton Abbey, that's my stuff.
Were you into Anne of Green Gables?
Girl, I even watched the new one let me down, but I loved Anna Green Gables. I watched it 550 times.
You're funny. I wouldn't have thought that you were like an Anne of Green Gables fan. You're so I kind of liked like when the new Anne of Green Gables, when you kind of like submitted to the different okay, they're doing something different here. I
Yeah,
kind of liked it. It was a
that's all
little
right.
edgy, you know.
Only because I feel weird. Because that boy that played the lead, I'm like, he's cute, but why does he look 12? Ew.
The boy who played the lead, he was like so hot for a kid, right?
Yeah, I made me feel, I didn't know how to express that. He's an adult. But I'm like,
Right?
I don't know. I shouldn't watch this. You look attractive, young man.
Yeah. These children are too attractive.
Side note, this is completely not about anything we like to watch on TV. I can't stand, maybe because I'm an old lady now, when I see like TV shows where the kids are in high school and they're having sex. I'm like Riverdale. Like, why are kids watching Riverdale where they're supposed to be in high school? I guess we did 90210 back
Yeah.
when we were young. It's the same thing, but
Mhm.
now I'm old and weird.
Yeah. Well, I've never watched Riverdale, but my daughter
I don't
tells
watch it.
me she says it's like cringy, so we don't watch it. My daughter feels very uncomfortable with that kind of stuff, so we don't watch it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. She'd rather go see a musical with me, and I'm all for that.
Aw. Oh, let's see. Do we have anything else we missing? Jason Momoa. I don't remember. I love Stargate, but I never seen Stargate Atlantis. I'm also a sci-fi nerd. You're learning a lot about me.
Oh,
I
look
love
at this.
sci-fi.
My crush was Heath Ledger. Oh, yes. Heath Ledger was like I liked him
Mysterious.
too. 'Cause I remember seeing him in 10 Things I Hate About You when it first came out. I loved it.
I had a crush. I can't remember his name. Guys in the comment. He was on a TV show on Fox. What was the TV show? The one of the characters on the TV show was Jesse Smollett, who did that horrible thing and pretend he was got lynched and he didn't. What was that TV? Empire. But the dad that played on Empire in the early 2000s, I used to love him. I forget his name. Then I found out he beat women, and
Oh,
I'm like, oh,
oh,
oh, he was so
that's
hot. Now he looks like a dad because he's no, you know. He was
mhm.
hot in 2000, but now it's 2022. He just looks like somebody's uncle.
Let's ogle about Johnny Depp a little bit more. The only attribute I find sex is his acting talent. Compare his roles. Crybaby.
Crybaby. Let's
Yes,
stop
I've
there.
never seen Cryberry Baby.
Stop. Why not? Tonight, when you are off this live stream,
Yes?
that's before, I think, 21 Jump Street. I don't know which came first, Crybaby or that one. It's
Mhm.
one of those campy movies. I love camp.
Yeah, me too.
There's just too much. It got Ricky Lake in there. She has this big hair, and Johnny Depp, he's just playing a campy role of himself of a 1950s bad boy with his sleeves rolled up in
What
cigarettes.
year was that out? I gotta see this. Okay, because I think it's the only one I haven't seen in these movies. Edward Scissorhands, Secret Garden. You forgot Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah,
That was weird, but I really
yeah.
loved him in Edward Scissorhands.
I'm trying to think of any other Johnny Depp that like made me say, "Ooh, I think I just like this face." I don't know. I don't like his face so much now because I think he did some work to it. Now
I
you
think
can
it's
just
great.
tell some things change.
It's
I
not
read.
bold. It's more like
Is it?
he's pulling this like seriously worn and rugged
I was gonna say
look.
we need to pull up a Johnny Depp picture So we can.
There are so many. Let me see if I can pull one up. Like,
Why you pull one up? I love Johnny Depp. Didn't know he could sing. Yeah, he has a band. I'll have
thing?
to check that out. He was still in 21 Jump Street when he did Cry Baby. Okay, you sharing it? Oh, yeah. At stream. I'm ready.
Here's one. Okay.
Let's analyze his face. He's not a crocheter. We can talk about him.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the most recent ones. Oh my God, look how, oh my gosh, like, hello. This was like when I used to, this is when I used to love him.
Even the second one, that's something. Show me, type in trial. Don't put old and young. Johnny Depp trial. This is where you can't edit the picture. Amber Heard, her personality just makes her ugly.
I just wanted to. So yeah, there's like, she's just not here. We have to show our reaction to them.
I'm gonna. I mean, I still, even for the fact that so many people spoke for him, I'm like, wow.
Like, see, he's just so.
Maybe he didn't have any done. Maybe that.
I think he's totally not had anything done. He's
no, you're right.
Cute eyes, good bone structure, and everything.
It's time to let that hairstyle go, or grow full beard.
I was hoping he'd cut his hair for the trial, because then don't you think he would
Terrence Howard? I'm sorry, Terrence Howard. Thank you, Marcia. Continue.
Oh, who's Terrence?
Guy who I used to like but beat women now.
Oh, Terrence Howard. Tom Selleck. Oh, yeah. Tom Selleck. He was in that movie, that show, that TV show. What was the TV show Tom Selleck used to be in the early days? Magnum PI. Magnum PI. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Somebody said, Michaela said, this is like being at a sleepover, and I'm living through it.
Someone go get
one night, like stay up late, we get our pillows and have a sleepover.
Yeah, like go get my makeup, because we're gonna do each other up and then brush each other's hair.
Here we go. Knit and crochet tiger, yarn it out. I'm a gay man and I can agree with your husband. Jerry Ryan is hot. Who's Jerry Ryan? She was
gotta look him up.
Thank you. Yeah, hot on Voyager. Is that the blonde one with like the pow?
Who is Jerry? Okay. Here we go. Oh wait, Jerry Ryan images.
Spell it. Oops, sorry, I lost it.
Put it up. How do I put it up? Add to stream. There we go.
That's exactly the one I was talking about. She has looked good from 90s till 2022. I don't know what she's sipping on.
She looks good. Some people are just lucky with their like genetics. Like, look at Chrissy Turlington. Pardon me?
Do you know how old Jared Leto is?
Who's that?
Type his name in. You just keep up the screen share.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Who's
Jared?
Jared? I don't watch a lot of TV. Jared.
K-A-R-E-D space L-E-T-O.
Oh.
You know who he is.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Do you know how old he is? Guess.
Let me guess. He is 52.
I think, yeah. Wow.
Am I right?
Are you like real specific with that? Okay. I think he is.
Am I right? 70? Oh my gosh.
He is 50.
I know.
What is this man drinking?
He looks good. And you know what it is? It's the eyes. Look at his eyes. They're so blue.
Oh, what is that, guys? I know we're not talking about yarn, but now we're going over hot men.
We're having crochet.
He just made it to the news. He used to be on Grey's Anatomy. He was on a play in the US, but he was full frontal in this play and it leaked online. He is super hot.
Who?
I'm going to find him now. It's my turn.
I just have to put this up because I had the same crush. Okay, Linda Carter as Wonder Woman. I had her panties. Love Linda Carter.
Oh, I get it. You had her. Everybody had her panties. I
know. I had the doll too. Oh my God, I loved Linda Carter so much.
I found him. Here we go. Whoop, let me share my screen.
Okay.
There we go. Jesse Williams. Oh, I can't click it. Oh, did I freeze? There we go. Images. Jesse Williams. This man right there.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. This is why he's trending. Jesse Williams' nude Broadway video leaked online. Yeah, wow. I'm not going to click any more images, but
he's quite
What
substantial.
what they've been saying online, that is it a prosthetic or not? That's uh,
How substantial was it?
I didn't see past the pixelated pictures. I don't know.
Wow.
I scrolled and looked, but I didn't see it.
Oh, well, we're giving some nods here. Paul Newman back in the day and Robert Redford.
I was just about to say, because I always thought Robert Redford and Brad Pitt should play father and son in a movie.
Robert Redford's so yes. He was so buttery, like and like what was that baseball movie he was in?
Dreamer, Phil, no,
No,
that wasn't it, was it?
that
That
was
was
the
the other guy from. We are like old people. We're like, what are we talking about? What's
the one with Robert Redford and the baseball, and then he's bleeding from the hip, but he's gonna.
that's not okay? How about this? I'm going to share my screen. How do I do that? Why am
Okay,
I? Here we go.
okay.
And we are just going to type in Robert
Oh,
Redford.
the natural. They're not. Thank you,
Okay.
Ken Ivanusik. Props, my movie friend.
This
Props.
is like guess it because we don't know what it is. Like you know that with the girl with the brown hair and the
Yeah,
blue
and
eye,
she's in the movies. Like
and she acts.
it's like talking to my mother.
I don't like his opinions. I do not care for now. But when I used to watch his old movies with like my grandparents,
Uh-huh.
Clint Eastwood, young.
Oh my gosh, we were watching Unforgiven like last weekend. Isn't that the best Western in the whole world? Unforgiven. Oh, and then who's the fella who's with him who was his best friend that he hung up in the bar? And he's like, "This is what you get for putting my best friend on the bar," kind of thing. Like
I'm looking it up now.
Freeman, Morgan Freeman,
Morgan
Clint Eastwood.
Freeman. Morgan Freeman's been old my whole life.
Exactly.
Morgan Freeman, Willie Nelson, they have been old my whole life.
Yes.
The same age old.
And we're both into movies, and I like seriously misquoted, but I kind of got the context paraphrased of what he said before he
Yeah,
shut up the whole bar.
exactly.
That was the best part.
Wait, oh, where's my key thing that? But Maria said Clint Eastwood, yummy.
Yes. Here we go. Clint Eastwood. Yummy. What's happened to your mouse? How
Kevin
come
Costner's Dreamfields. That's what I was thinking of. Have you ever seen The
Oh, that's it.
Bodyguard?
And I will
Will
always
always
love
love you. Yeah.
you. Oh
Those
yes.
are movies that made for me The Bodyguard and what was it, Speed with Keanu Reeves. I never thought they were attractive until that movie. Have you ever seen? I think it was Speed.
I
That came
have
out like
seen
in the
Speed.
90s.
I really liked Keanu Reeves in The Matrix, though. Like,
But
I
then
was
Speed was before that, before The
oh, yeah,
Matrix.
that's true. Gross Point Blank. That's when I loved Keanu Reeves.
Where he's like playing like, dude.
Yeah, he was like total super dude, and I couldn't see him in anything other than a surfer until The Matrix. And
Mhm.
then I was like, "Oh my gosh, I love him in this movie too." And he's Canadian, isn't he?
I don't know. I do got another hot guy. I can't think of his name. So, guys, in the comments. Now I know it. Idris Alba. I do. I'm surprised the name came out of my mouth. Idris Alba. You have to know. Let me type it in.
Okay.
Where my screen? Here we go. I can't even spell that. We're so off topic.
We better stop before you can't type anymore.
This man, Idris Alba. He's in like the Marvel superhero movies. He's just
Oh,
so
I have to put this up, Rebus. My girl crush was Whoopi Goldberg. Okay, let me just add this to the stream then. Okay, okay. Because I like, where is it? Oh, there. Hello. Hello.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Let me tell my me and Whoopi were like, yeah, we're like that. Just because you mentioned it, I had to put it up.
Oh, Liz says Bruce. Oh, hold on. I had one. Here we go. Liz says Bruce Willis was always my favorite and Dwayne Walk Johnson. I agree both. I just gave up
Ooh,
on Bruce
rock.
Willis. For some reason, he now looks like my father. So, ugh.
I
But
don't know, but like ever since Moonlighting, I always considered him to be an old looking fella.
Really? Ever
Yeah.
since I'm not like one of those girls like I love Die Hard. If my husband puts on Die Hard one more time during Christmas, I'm gonna smack him. But back in those Die Hard days where his nice bald man and his sweaty wife beater. But now, like I said, he's older.
Uh-huh.
He looks very similar to my father now. I guess when men hit a certain age, they all look alike. Because every older person I see looks like my dad. I'm like, they all turned into the same person.
Okay, Die Hard movies, yes. They were very good. And then I really liked him in Pulp Fiction too. He like when he
Yeah.
killed like the Zed's rapists.
Mhm.
That was like such an awesome scene.
Ooh,
I love Tarantino movies. I know they're graphic, but I kind of like some gratuitously violent movies if they're
just a little
campy.
bit. Oh,
Just
were you going to show something else? We're still
no,
looking at
no. Like yeah, I like gratuitously violent movies if they're campy, like Kill Bill and you know.
I love camp. I don't know what it is when you're not like. I don't like a bad movie. Camp and a bad movie is two completely different things. Like when
It's
you
like
mix it perfectly, it's like
yeah, like if it's a bad movie, it's just like that was a poor script, PT. You know,
is that your poor British accent?
that's like it's a quote from the Fantastic Mr. Fox. That's just poor screenwriting, PT. Sorry, I know you probably haven't seen it. It's an animated classic.
It's okay, but I was just laughing at this. I'm hoping his next Magic Mike movie comes out. Are you talking about Channing Tatum?
Oh no, I'm hoping that. Oh
That's somebody
yeah,
else.
oh yeah.
I like the first Magic Mike. I didn't watch any after that. I liked it. It was entertaining. I had to watch it by myself because, of course, my husband's like, "What are you watching?" I'm not going to watch that with you. I'm a man. Whoa.
I'm
Like,
Steve Urkel.
he would so kill me if I showed them pictures.
He's like,
Jamie Foxx, he is a hottie.
yes.
Cheers
I
to
like
Jamie
Jamie
Foxx.
Foxx to him. I was watching Dreamgirls this weekend, actually. I was watching it on like I bought it on Apple because I love the Dreamgirls boys.
Who's this? Matthew Gray Gubler. Gubler?
Let's
Are you
look
on
it
it?
up.
Okay, Elena. Who is this sexy man? This is nothing like crochet. We're playing Who's Hot.
Okay, I'll share. Who's who's hot
Oh,
and
that's the guy from one of those CSI cop TV shows, NCIS detective.
oh, this is nice.
She likes the skinny, quirky guys, the ones that are all elbows and
Yeah.
knees.
I like him here because he looks like Johnny Depp.
Got that nerdy.
Yeah.
Like
Like the guy,
for him.
you know,
Criminal
the guy
Minds. That's what it is.
is he's not the guy. No, no, no. The guy, you know who else looks like this is the guy who plays Q in the new James Bond movies with Daniel Craig. I don't even know who that is. I'll have to IMDb it.
I'm doing it now.
Like the guy who plays Q. I don't know. I like that, like the whole chiseled jaw.
Oh, you like this? I call this the all elbows and knees. Let me pull them up. Here we go. Is this my screen or your
All
screen?
elbows. And the guy who played the prince in Enchanted, you know, the
There.
one who's like him.
All
Oddly,
elbows.
I find him attractive.
It is. Typically I always like my men bigger. And did I pull up the screen so everybody can see our reactions? No, I did not. I usually like the guys are like, pre-marriage, bigger and just bulky. But I married the elbows and knees man. That's the man I married.
I would married what you would call elbows and knees too. And then here, I'm gonna override your stream.
Go
My
ahead.
guy. Oh yeah, here's this guy. Oh,
He's always in the animated movies.
he's so
What's his name?
talented though. He can do anything.
Because he has that chiseled look, that
know.
jawline.
Okay, what is his name?
Oh, Terry Crews. That's the guy who'd be shaking his man boobs.
And he was even in what was that movie? He was Cyclops in the first X-Men series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think, and he can sing. Oh, like triple. He's just so
who
good.
crochets and who's hot? Ryan Reynolds.
I love that guy. You know, he's Canadian too, of course.
Yeah.
That's the stuff.
I was talking to uh and I'm gonna pronounce her name right because I'm drinking.
Yes.
Anjuna. Anjuna. I was
Anjana.
talking to
Yes.
Anjuna today. And
Yes.
I asked her, I'm like, has your accent changed while being in the United States, in the southern United States, in California, in Canadian? I'm like, do
In
you see
Canada.
Canadian? I'm so drunk. Canada. In Canada. In Canada. She's like, no, she's like, I started saying a more. I'm like, huh.
Yes. I wonder if she's on the live. I wonder where she likes living the most. I just yeah, I would like to know because she lived in California. Our
She's so
new
cool. And so I talked to her today. I'm like, you're adventurous. I haven't left my corner of the world.
well,
Oh,
you will.
we're
Oh,
getting some more
Denzel.
men. Denzel Washington, yes.
Of course. He's so great. And he's like in everything. Now, who is this? The actor from Princess Bride did a Christmas movie this past year and he aged dang good.
Okay, here we go. Want me to pull it up?
Is
My
he the
turn?
British dude? Yeah. I'll remove mine.
Okay, here we go. You fixing it so we both can see?
Yes. Oh wait,
There we go.
where's your oh there.
What's from what movie? The
Princess
Princess Bride.
Bride. I love that movie. We have that.
That's
We
the
watch it
blonde
all the
guy.
time.
Princess Bride. This guy. What's he look like today? Hold on.
He was so funny.
There we go. Images. I remember he played in that movie with Alicia Silverstone
Wow.
when she was young. What was that movie?
Wow, he looks fantastic. Alicia Silverstone. I only have her one movie on my thing. It's called
Clueless.
Clueless. Yeah.
Know who looks the same? I don't think he's attractive, but he looks the same. He was in, let me Back to the Future. Let's see.
The Doctor?
This guy, this creepy, the one that played the McFly, George McFly. I
Yes.
don't think he aged. I don't think
Yeah.
he's attractive at all. I
He's
don't.
oddly the same. He's oddly the same.
Yes. And it's been years later.
Who's this? Carrie. Oh, let's see here. I've liked the way he looks pretty much anytime, but I'm super into his personality. He's into satire comedy and does very unique art. Who is that, Alana, that you're mentioning? Carrie Elwes.
Oh, how about non-traditionally attractive people? I think
Oh,
what's Doctor
yes.
Strange? He's not attractive,
Oh,
but
I
he's so
like him.
attractive.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Like, can I tell you, I crush on him too. I like Benedict Cumberbatch. He's awesome. Like a
There's something
wonderful,
about his
wonderful man.
strange face that just fits right.
But he fits into my chiseled boyish actor, and such a great actor. Did you watch all of the the Sherlock Holmes
No, didn't
reboot?
watch any of them, but I heard people
Why?
are addicted to him.
He's so good. If you can accept that, like, Sherlock is a little bit different and he's a drug addict in the new one, it's pretty
Sure.
good. It's pretty good. Okay, unusual, like,
A look
attract
that wouldn't usually be. I'm trying to
hmm.
think. I put you on a spot, guys. In
Yeah,
the comment down. Who's Crispin Glover? Let me. Are you doing that one?
uh,
I'll pull it
Crispin
up.
no, I'm gonna look up Gooberland.
Okay.
What's that?
I'll look up this one. Crispin Glover. You can pull yours up first, though.
Goobler.
Crispin Glover is the guy from Back to the Future, the weird dude that I was talking about.
Oh, this is, like, dark. Okay, I don't when I Googled Gooblerland, I got this. Like, that's like, "Ooh,
Hmm.
who's that guy? Okay, that's
He's
gonna
like,
keep
who
me
are
up
you?
tonight."
He's like, who are you?
Oh, any male Spanish-speaking actor I
When I
meld.
was young, I used to say I wanted Antonio Banderas to just give me a massage. Now, Antonio, he's got older. He lost some weight.
He's all
I want to grow up and be a cougar. That's my plan.
and she said, "Karen, can you get me on a call with Whoopi? That would be so cool." See, she's an unusual one that you would,
Oh, she
like
told you to chill out. What she tell you?
she said, "Can you get me on a call with Whoopi? That would be so cool." But she's not pretty, but she's, like,
That
interesting,
that look, just her personality. Just
Mhm.
there was a what is it? A TV show where the actress I didn't care about, but the more I watched her on the show, the prettier she became. That happens sometimes.
Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
okay. Another weirdo part of me. I like to watch this show. It's on back again. What's that TV show for ladies that only need happy endings? That network. Hallmark
Um,
Channel.
okay, okay. We don't get that, or I don't subscribe to it here.
Oh. Well, the Hallmark Channel, they have something called this show called When Calls the Heart. It's filmed in Canada.
Oh,
Yeah, and it takes place back in the 1800s, but it's filmed currently, and it's just everything's happy, everything's perfect. On a Hallmark Channel, there is never a bad ending.
huh.
I, I
I
never
could.
thought I would be that person what watch those channels.
Well, sometimes you need to expect that you're not going to be like disturbed at the outcome.
Mhm.
That's why sometimes I watch a lot of like Disney stuff.
Yeah. Random fact, Little John Yarns, did you know that Crispin Glover did not play George McFly in the Back to the Future 2? He even sued Spielberg for them making a latex mask out of him to put on a guy. Yes.
Oh,
Oh, let me keep that up. He changed the whole laws in the whole acting thing because Spielberg was making money off of what's his name? Crispin Glover. Crispin, that's a dumb name. Crispin Glover. Like, you can't make money off of my. So they
like
sued because he didn't
oh,
want to be in a second one, but they wanted him to be in there.
well, that's not nice. I didn't even know that. Cool trivia, knit and crochet tiger. That's amazing. I had no idea. We have all three of those.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Hallmark romance movies, it's like you ever read a love novel, like a dumb love novel? They're
Yes.
all the same. Woman meets man, they hate each other, they fight. Then all of a sudden, they fall in love and the book is over.
Yeah,
That's what Hallmark movies
that's
are.
Hallmark movies. I also like, well, probably expected. I like kung fu fighting movies.
What's your embarrassing like?
My
What would you,
embarrassing what do I like embarrass? I'm embarrassed
well,
to admit I
yo,
watched that
people would
movie.
expect you to watch.
You go first because I'm trying to think because I
I
watched
d-
like
People
Strange
don't
Things.
expect. I mean, I watch a lot of things. My favorite is comedy, but when people want to look at you stereotypically, I love BBC TV shows. You Brits got some like your humor is so dry and just your punches be like blows and
Okay,
stabs.
we should go to the UK because then you can surround yourself with like I love it because it's all tongue in cheek humor. Like
Yeah,
it's so pleasant, but they're like insulting you to your face, and you're just like, it's
and I love. I know it's weird, but I love. There's so many type of different British accents. I love like that poor Brit accent. I love the uppity rich accent, and I'm like, and it's funny to us Americans, all British accents sound classy, yet they're not. They're
you know what would
really
be
not.
fun if we got hooked on Robin on our chat and then had her imitate our accent and we have to imitate a UK accent.
I was thinking actually we all should, because I know I've been told I have a very typical yet I have a professional Southern American accent at times.
I don't know.
You
I think yours is like Eastern American, don't you think? Like,
I don't hear myself. I've only repeated what people's told me, like, because I'll say, of course I don't have an accent. Of course you don't think so.
I don't know.
But I know I do. So it's strong. I've heard it's strong.
My parents live in Southern USA and I go to the Eastern area, like Pennsylvania, New York, Jersey a lot. I think it's like you sound like the rest of like you sound that area, right? But I don't think you sound like
You don't have the
Florida,
typical Canadian.
Georgia.
You don't
Pardon?
have the typical Canadian. You only have two Canadian words.
Which ones?
A and a boot.
About.
That's it.
And how and so Americans say ABOU2 about a
About.
boat. They say, I'm gonna go, that's all about
About.
water. Like you say
How do
that's
you say
all
it?
about it's like that's all about that book is all about French Canadian wine. Like you would say that's all about?
No, I thought that's my extreme bad impersonation of a Canadian accent.
Oh,
When you say about right now, say it
about about like I'm gonna
about.
walk about the garden.
We're gonna okay, guys. Can we We're both going to say it. Do I have a Southern accent, and does she have a Canadian? About.
Are you faking a Canadian accent?
No, that was my own.
Okay,
and I just
that's
guessed
the
'cause I'm drunk.
same. That's the same. Okay, say this. I'm going out to the lanai. Because whenever I say out, you're like, oh, there's that Canadian accent.
I'm going out to the lanai. Where?
Like to the lanai.
To the
Or,
lanai.
or I'm going out to the park.
Wait, somebody picked it out. They say it.
Is my out and
It's
your
me
out?
or her? Because we don't know. We both don't recognize our own accents.
Out. They say it like out.
Out. I can't say ow correctly. Ow. OWL like the bird. Ow.
You say out. Like I'm gonna go out to the porch.
We say out. That sounds.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, we both say the same. Out.
Okay, now I'm gonna walk about the port. I'm gonna walk about the neighborhood.
I'm gonna walk about the neighborhood.
Yeah. See, now it sounds the same. Now we sound the same, don't you think?
We probably because we're talking to each other. I don't say to correctly. I noticed this in all my videos. I've been trying to correct it. I say to. Instead of I'm going to the store, I'm going to the store. To.
Oh no, I do that too. It's just like kind of saying Toronto. And like it's TR, like when you say it's like TRONNO, but really it's Toronto. That's just kind of like a lazy tongue. But I want to like, okay, now the comments are coming in. It's interesting.
Wait. You don't know anything about this. Pittsburgh, where I'm from, was voted the most disgusting, ugliest accent in the United States.
No.
Going downtown. Did you eat?
It's one word.
Pittsburgh.
You eat.
It's like we are deemed the worst accent in a whole United States. Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna spell that out as one word.
They say ja eat.
Ja eat.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. I'm typing this up.
Ja eat. Oh my god, we spelled it exactly the same. Ja eat.
Ja eat.
Look at that. Oh, and here we had, this is our difference. This is a semantics thing. We never say soda. Like it's all pop.
Yeah. You're pop too?
Oh yeah, we're pop.
That's awesome.
Yes, everything's been pop since the day we were born. But one day, like, it's funny because one day we were chatting and you're like, oh my gosh, you're Canadians all over the place. And I never even know. I think it must come out when I'm tired because I think I was saying A every second sentence. I'm sorry. I think I do that occasionally. I don't think I did it on this live stream though.
I don't think. Oh, I found it. Do you mind if I share this real quick?
Yeah.
At the stream. Pittsburghese. That's just a sign. Let me pull it up. All right. Blissburg, drinking in town. This one, downtown, of course.
This is funny.
And that, so forth. Like, what are you doing? We're doing this and that, this and that. Where I'm from Pittsburgh. And look, you're too pop. And we like to eat sandwiches. Sliberty, that's when you're going down East Liberty. Our football team is the Steelers.
Stillers.
Yes, instead of you all or y'all, we say yins. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't do all that. But if you go in just a half an hour down the road, right into Pittsburgh, not all, but a lot. I guess in the earlier days during the immigration, there was a lot of Polish. There was another language, but with that being mixed in with English, you got a lot of weird stuff like you jag off. That means you messed up. Get out the way. You know what I mean? You're going to go grocery shopping. You need to pick up your buggy. What do you call your shopping cart?
The shopping cart.
It's a buggy.
Okay.
It's a shopping buggy.
Oh, that's here. Okay, I found one here. You tell me if you know what this are. Do you know what?
Okay.
This is Canadian terms for the American. Do you know what this is? And I won't show you until Putin.
That sounds dirty.
I know what you think it sounds like. Okay, I'll say it without the accent. Poutine.
Isn't that a food?
Yes.
Okay.
It's French fries with gravy and cheese curds. But you thought I said the dirty word.
Did. What's
Oh,
another one? What's
double.
another
Do you know what a double is?
a double double? Let me
Double double.
guess. Use it in a sentence.
I'll get a double double.
It's food. It's an order? A
Yeah,
food.
I'll get
What
a
is it?
medium double double.
Oh, wow. What is it though? A medium double double. You just
Okay,
said
here
it.
I'll give you a hint. In the States, it would be like, uh, I'll get a medium short and sweet.
Is that a coffee? I see. I'm not even cool.
It is. It's a coffee. It's a
See?
coffee. It's like a double double is double milk or double cream and double sugar.
Oh, okay. What's in that? Oh, I'm trying to look. Any of you guys got any
Good
regional
guesses. Oh, go.
specific jargon that we can all guess? Regional specific lingo? Is that the word we're thinking of?
Lingo. Okay, here I got another one for you. Do you know what a loony is?
A loony, a crazy person.
No.
No, wait. Use it in a sentence.
Oh, it's only a loony?
It's only a loony. It's only so that's it. It's not big. It's only a loony.
Look at everybody like
It's
in the
cheap.
in
It's
the
cheap.
in the comments. They're like, huh? Is it a sandwich? Good guesses. I gotta go to the comments. I gotta see these. Try not to beat them up around someone in Pittsburgh. Oh, okay. I
What
haven't
is a loot?
drinking age 19. It's kindred from Detroit. Okay, she's talking about poutine. I gotta. Okay, a couple people have it right in the comments. Okay, I'll tell you now. It's our dollar. Our dollars are called a loony because there's a loon on
Great
it.
American education. I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
there's a loony. It's like then here I'll show you a loony. I'll show you a loony because the Canadian loon is on the coin, and this is our currency. So everybody's like, oh, it's only $1. Okay, I got a toonie. Do you have a loony? Yeah, I got a loony. Here you go. Kind of like that. This is our loony.
Ooh, so shiny.
Yeah, and then here's our toonies. So this is a $2 bill. Toonie. This is our toonie. It's got the bear on it. Yeah.
I got one for you.
Yes, go ahead.
I don't know. You might know that. Nebby?
Nebby?
Yeah, Nebby.
Is it a term for a thing you need for a baby?
Would you like this in a sentence?
Yes.
Why are you being so nebby?
Like
Judy asked my mom so many questions. My mom said she was being nebby. I helped you.
like petty.
Nosy in somebody else's business. You have to know too.
Oh,
Why you so nebby? Why you in my business?
that's awesome. Nebby. I have never ever heard that. Oh, annoying.
Pittsburghese.
There's Michaela. Michaela, you from Pittsburgh? My friend. In a sentence. I like how you gave me, I will take that in a hint. Would you like to call a friend?
Oh, do you have a Pittsburghese, Jada?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, Jaggers.
Like a dance?
No.
Like a groove.
No.
No.
Would you like it in a sentence?
Yes, please.
I was running through the woods and got stuck on some Jaggers. Very Pittsburgh.
Like high, like overgrown grass.
Yes, we call them any bushes that has thorns on them. We call them Jagger bushes.
Oh my gosh, your hint was so good. That is the only way I would have figured it out. I can't believe I got
This part's fun. Give me something weird for oh, we got some. We got Michaela. She says bushes. Yes. You're from the this is the amazing girl that I interviewed to help work on my blog.
Oh my gosh, Michaela.
Do you have anything weird in the UK? Hook by Robin told me pants in the US means underwear in the UK. So you guys don't walk around in your pants. You walk around in your trousers.
Okay, I've got one for you.
Okay.
If I'm going to Timmy's, what am I going to get?
I'm going to Timmy's. Is it a place to eat?
Yes.
You're going to get a meal. You're eating at a restaurant?
It's not
No?
really a restaurant. What kind of food?
Timmy's. Timmy's is cool. So Timmy makes burgers.
No. He could, but Timmy's is where you get your double.
Oh, you're
It's a coffee shop. It's a coffee shop. And like Canadians love their coffee. If you're like into hockey, that's all you do. You drink coffee and get your Timmy's and doubles.
Oh.
That's the stuff. Do you know what the 6 stands for? You probably do.
Wait, the 6. Hold on, what? She said, oh, my daughter's in on it now.
Okay.
The 6. She said, do you know what the 6th is? Is that a time?
Not in this situation.
Could you use it in a sentence?
What's one way that I could like do it and not give it away?
My daughter said, is it transportation?
No.
A grocery store. We got somebody in there.
Okay, here's one. Milton's next to the 6.
The bus stop is next to the. You said it's not transportation. Okay. Next to the 6 street. Subway. I don't know.
It is the Toronto term that Drake coined for Toronto. Like it's Toronto. Toronto's a 6 because our area code's 416.
Oh
yeah.
See, yeah. Oh, like I get it. So that's cool. I wouldn't know.
It's like with the I'm like I have a rapper
somebody
term.
guessed it. That's what Drake says.
Cheers to that.
I got one for you. Okay. Red up.
Drink lots of caffeinated beverage.
No.
Red up. Is that like get high?
No.
Okay. Red up.
Red up.
Oh, when you like get educated, when you get informed about something.
No.
Like I got read up about that topic.
All right. My mother's coming home soon. We better red up the house really quick.
Oh, ready. Like get it all prepared. Oh.
Clean up the house. You got to get red up the house before mom gets here.
Oh, that's good. I thought it had to do with like substance abuse.
Michaela got one. Don't tell us. Got one. What do you think a bum bag is? I do know this one.
Okay, then let me guess. Can I guess?
Yes.
What did you say?
What is a bum bag? Jada, you get to guess too.
Is it like
yeah, you got it right.
Is it a spouse that doesn't work?
No.
Okay, that's like okay, bum bag.
I'll even use it in a sentence if you want.
A bum bag, isn't that those leather? It is. Okay.
It's a fanny pack.
I got it.
This is only because of Robin. In the UK, do you know what a fanny is? A vagina.
Oh yeah.
So you can't walk. My daughter laughed. You can't be walking around with a vagina pack. So, bum bag.
Yes, but it would hold so much more.
Oh, thank you.
And it would be able to multitask. Oh my gosh, we hit the 2-hour mark. Do you think we should probably save for our next live?
Yeah, we'll save. So, I think Toronto people don't have as much access to closest to the U.S. the further away they are from the border. I think it goes both ways because the further you are away from the border down south, the more you get that twang.
Oh yes.
All the Southern people are going to beat me up for doing a bad Southern accent, but we all have them. There's
I can make one up. Like I think Toronto people don't have much accent too close to the USA. The further away from border they do.
We'll get off in a second. My daughter's laughing. I was watching this video. You know how in America or whatever in Canada, You'll have people who make fun of other languages that they can't understand. They'll just make up noises for the language. I seen a video in China where the guy said, pretend to talk English in the best way you can, even if you don't know English. I died. They were like, cowboy, hee-haw, yeah, look at me. And they just kept saying random horrible, I'm like, we kind of do sound like that. I'm like, I love the way how other people think we sound when we speak English.
That's funny. I gotta find. I think
they
I've
did
seen
this.
that.
They kept talking with their hands. Americans talk with their hands so much. I'm like, I do.
That's funny. I think I've actually seen that video too. And it's funny when you like get people to, it's like when you copy. Well, see, I grew up in a multicultural family. So my parents would speak Filipino, Tagalog to each other, and then they'd speak English to me. That's why I grew up not understanding or like
They didn't do
speaking.
both.
I can't. So I can pretend, but I don't know. Like and the way I pretend it doesn't even sound good. So and I wouldn't because I know too many Filipinos and I wouldn't want to make them feel bad.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd probably be making me feel bad more because I never learned the language, which is like
you'll be like, she doesn't count.
She doesn't, because I know if I learned the language, I would have gotten more discounts in my life because like Filipinos almost want to give you more discounts if you can speak the language. Like I'll be like, oh, I'll take this bag of rice or whatever. Like I'll be somewhere and they'll be like, kumusta ka? Filipino ka ba? Like they'll be like, are you Filipino? And I'll be like, and I wish I could respond like, oh, blah, 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 whatever, right? But I'll be like, yes, but I can't speak the language. And then right away your stock plummets. They're like, she can pay the regular price.
You said, my daughter's laughing back there. Your stock plummets.
Your stock plummets. It does. You don't get the deal. You don't get the Filipino deal. No,
Melanie says, you guys are too much. This was fun. Great snort. You both have a great weekend. Karen, I'm still having an issue with the ordering of Shopify thing.
It's okay. I'll take care of it on the side, my dear. No worries. But anyway, I'm glad you had fun.
I guess we could wrap it up. We could.
Yes, we could. Now this like went full circle. I enjoyed the way this went. But anyway, guys, enjoy the trial, the Amber Heard trial for the rest of the weekend. And thank you for joining Alicia and I throughout the summit. If you popped in for it, if you didn't, I thank you for joining us for tonight's live stream. I had a blast and I really needed this time to unwind. So God bless you. Have a safe, healthy, and happy handmaking life. And Alicia, your sign off.
Okay, and guys, if you missed the entire Crochet Summit, down in the links below, you can click on that and watch the whole replay for the Crochet Summit. And if you would like to book a call with Karen, those will link down if you want to start your own crochet business. And that's pretty much it. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Take care and have a lovely weekend. Bye now.